Hello, everybody. Today I want to try to do a different kind of video and kind of go over the newest update for Disney Heroes Battle Mode, and I wanted to see what you guys thought of it, if I should try and do this every time an update comes out. And my idea was to just kind of go through the patch notes and see what was interesting to me, kind of my thoughts on it, and just let you guys know what's coming. So it says, this is the update 1.11, and they're adding Rafiki from The Lion King, as well as Joy from Inside Out, which they just added Anger, so now they're kind of filling out more of the Inside Out cast. They also point out that later this summer, they're going to be adding young Simba and Nala, as well as Timon and Pumbaa. I'd say that's either going to be later in July or August. They did 2 updates in July or in June, so I could see them doing it again for July. So here, the first character here is Rafiki. I'm glad they're adding the Lion King characters in. It says they're adding him to the Guild War shop, so I'll be getting him day 1 when the update comes out. Kind of going through the skills, I like the animations more for them than the actual information on them, but I can try to go through my thoughts a little bit. It kind of talks about how Rafiki has some healing properties, which is nice. He also can stun people, and it talks about blinding them, and I'm not sure if that's kind of the same thing as stunning them, if that would have kind of a similar effect. It also said something about armor, so maybe he can heal and armor people, which would be pretty cool. I'll move on to Joy. It says she's going to be in the diamond crates, which will make it a little bit harder for me to unlock her early, but I'm sure I'll get her eventually. It talks about how she has like this happiness skill, which I'm not sure just powers everybody up or makes people faster. I'm really not sure. So pretty much every move of hers has to do with using happiness to help her. It talks about how she can give people shields. Yeah, and I didn't really talk about the friendships for Rafiki, but they kind of seem, I don't know, he's with Jack, which would be a baby, which kind of fits with him and Simba. And Rafiki and Merlin are both kind of old, wise people, so I guess that makes sense as well. But Joy goes with Anger, which obviously makes a lot of sense. And Joy and Olaf have a very similar personality, so I think that makes sense as well. So for the contest, they're adding this Hall of Fame, which kind of lets people show off their how well they did. You know, the top 5 get kind of some perks, or they get to show everybody how well they did in the latest contest. But other than that, it's really not. It's more of a cosmetic thing than anything. Some bragging rights. I don't think I'll ever be getting on to it, but it's nice for the people to get the recognition they deserve. And it also talks about how they're adding more prizes to the contest. I just like unlocking the characters and the costumes, so I'm not really worried about avatar borders or emojis. I think that's kind of pointless. But some people, I'm sure, like that kind of stuff. It talks about boosting the mods for invasions, which I don't really think is that big of an issue. They could have just either weakened the enemies or just left it how it was. I didn't really find that much of an issue in it. Then they go into, let's see, and the invasion boss marking. So now you can tell your guild if you want them to attack your boss battles or not, which I think is a really good idea. I kind of wish they had that from the beginning, but it's good that they're implementing it now. And that's a good way to communicate to your guild without having to go through the chat. Again, it talks about adding new emojis, which I don't really see a point in. And once again, going over that Joy will be in the Diamond Crate, and Rafiki will be able to be purchased as soon as the Guild War shop refreshes. And the final thing is that the update is going to become on Tuesday. So when the update comes out, I'll be making a video on it as soon as I can. Then I'll have a video on Rafiki soon after that. So I just want you guys to let me know what you thought of this video, if you want me to do it again in the future. And I'll just have you stick around and watch my video on Tuesday. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.